Jennifer Lopez has taken to Instagram to reveal the launch of her debut skincare line, JLo Beauty, landing on shelves 1st of January 2021. Back in September, the actress turned singer, now entrepreneur, teased with a selfie post captioned "Sunset Glow, #JLo Beauty coming soon." The mother of two has decided to venture into the skincare sphere with a line of 8 products that focus on boosting what she calls the inner and outer glow, based on the mantra, "Beauty has no expiration date." Speaking of which, how many Nigerian celebrities have started their own skincare lines? That's a question we need to have answered. And also, how has the cosmetics industry in Nigeria fared so far this year? We're joined by the CEO of Zaron Cosmetics, Oke Maduewesi, to join us now to talk about that. Good morning to you. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. I want to talk about this industry. How has the cosmetics industry fared so far in 2020, considering the COVID-19 setbacks and so on?
Good morning, Reuters, and thanks for having me here today. And I just heard you talk about Jay-Z, and I'm like, someday you'd announce my birthday on your platform.
Yes, we will.
And have all that conversation about being a billionaire, not in Naira, in dollars.
In dollars, so, yes, fantastic, yeah, exactly.
So someday soon. So how are you today, Reuters?
I'm fine, thanks. It's great to have you on the show. So I want to get some insights into the cosmetics industry and how it's fared so far this year.
So yes, 2020, the year to beat, right? When COVID broke, everybody was in absolute shock. We're in shock, we're confused, we're scared, we're terrified. We didn't know what to do, where to start from. The first month was, I think, the worst, because we're trying to make up for everything. So we went back home, we started training, we were having Zoom meeting back and forth and all that. By the second month, my team shut down. They were like, we're not having this anymore. Everybody was confused. So we had to start dealing with a lot of emotional trauma. And so we said, you know what, just shut down, go back home, recalibrate, and just make sure you're good before we come back to work. And that was what happened the second month. By the third month, everybody was ready to come back. It was just amazing. The spirit was high. We're ready to fight back. We came back, especially because my team that I love so dearly, they couldn't go back home. They are the typical average Nigerians, right? So they did not have electricity to power their phones, to even be on Zoom meetings. They wanted the social interaction. So they were dealing with, it was harder for them being home than being at work. So we came back to work and we started working. And I think that was very, very good, because we started e-commerce and we started reaching out to our customers, strategizing, just looking forward to 2021 and survival. It was key. We said we have to survive. How do we survive? How do we get you paid? You have to work to get paid. So we worked, and we were so lucky that at least every single staff, every member of staff got their salaries from that time till today. So I think it's been such an amazing year so far. I would say that because we have learned so much from 2020.
All right, great. I'm glad that you mentioned that staff were able to all get their salaries. So that's pretty good news. How much of a role has e-commerce played in the cosmetics business? From your standpoint, are we seeing more people order cosmetics online in Nigeria, or is it still a case to where someone walks in and then picks out what they want? How does that work?
So it's interesting. What we sell is beauty products, especially. So we do makeup. Zaron Cosmetics do makeup. So makeup, people want to touch and feel. So when you tell people to go online to buy makeup, sometimes it's hard because they just want to try the products, right? So they want the physical interaction with the products. But when COVID broke, people couldn't reach out to stores and all that. So we had to come up with ways that people could also interact with the products online. So we came up with different schemes online. And it's still very slow in Nigeria, I would say, especially in Africa too. But it grew by about 300%, which is a really good thing from where we're coming from. We also introduced what we call the Zaron business consumers. So we partners with them. So we created an online platform where people, just by having their handsets, can become business owners, can sell the products. We're fulfilling for them. They did not have to carry products. They did not even have to invest any money. Just sell the products using your phone. And the most interesting part is that we're able to grow enterprise because remember, so many people lost their jobs. And so it was interesting that they had an avenue and an outlet to still run a business without having to invest any form of cash or handling the products. So that's what we did. And I can say that e-commerce has taken a completely different turn in Nigeria, especially with beauty products.
Great stuff. So do you see that? Pushing forward in 2021? Is that a trend that you think will continue in the new year?
Oh, absolutely. It's really growing. And just the Black Friday sales, we've never had that level of interaction with our products ever. So it's definitely growing. So we see that there's awareness for e-commerce, there is growth on that platform. So it's something that definitely we keep growing. So and we're putting a lot of resources just building that platform, just building e-commerce, just doing the marketing more targeted towards the consumers on the internet. So that's exactly where we are, and it's the results are coming forth. Absolutely.
All right, great stuff. So I think next week, in fact, this month, we're having the Arise Fashion Week taking place. Now, the cosmetics business is part of the wider fashion ecosystem. How much of a boost would the cosmetic industry in Nigeria get from more fashion shows being put on display?
So when we started the brand, we were a local brand in Nigeria trying to gain access into Nigerian market and the consumers. One of the things that helped us to grow was partnerships. Through road shows, through beauty shows, even the music shows, we partnered with everybody. So definitely Arise being one of the biggest fashion shows in Africa, it's an amazing platform. It also has international presence. So we're looking forward to partnering with them. We just had meetings with them by being their official makeup sponsor. So it's a platform that it's definitely needed for the cosmetic industry in Nigeria and in Africa. So we look forward to having that partnership, and we know that it will help project the brand even further, especially internationally and globally.
Great stuff. So are there any, I want to talk about manufacturing now, are there any cosmetics products that are produced in Nigeria, or is it all imports?
Okay, so I'll correct you a bit. So when you say, is it just imports? We don't exactly import, we outsource manufacturing. So, and cosmetics consists of hair care, makeup, and skincare, right? So we do makeup. For skincare, there are so many local cosmetic brands doing amazing jobs in Nigeria because we have the raw material and because we have the know-how. For makeup, we don't have the technical know-how yet. We don't have the capital outlay to set up large manufacturing plants yet. So we outsource manufacturing, but the design, the R&D, every single thing is done locally. Distribution, marketing, everything is done locally. So we do everything, but we outsource manufacturing. And I'm sure in a few years to come, we will be able to do makeup locally. We just need partnerships, we just need investment. We just need to be able to grow that sector that we can manufacture, not just for Nigeria, but for Africa and other countries. Because why we outsource manufacturing is because of economies of scale. It's because manufacturing can only be done on a larger platform, which we don't have yet in Nigeria. So the investment has to be huge to be able to carry manufacturing on a level that other African countries will partner with us and will buy from us. So in a few years to come, I'm sure we'll look into that. But for now, we still outsource manufacturing of makeup products.
Okay, great. And I just want to stick to this point. So the investment that you're talking about that would need to come in to be able to make manufacturing of these products homegrown, is that something that have to come from foreign direct investment? Would that be overseas, or can that be raised locally here? What would you need to see for that to get jump started?
I think it can be raised locally. I think what we need to see and what investors need to see is to recognize that the space of beauty and cosmetics is huge. And it's a space they should play in. So it goes beyond fintech and financial sectors and all that. They need to invest in beauty and cosmetics, because it's a huge space, really huge space. So the money is here locally, but we just need investors to be able to see that this is a business that should be done locally, and the return on investment will be worth it for beauty products. So I think we have the capital here. So I'm a fan of local brands. I believe that we have to grow ourselves before foreign people come to grow us. I believe that we have to take the lead, and I believe that local businesses and local brands, we can't keep waiting for foreigners to come and do all of this for us. We have to stand up and do what we have to do to grow us. Africans need to grow Africans. So I'm a fan of that. So I think that the resources are here, but they just have to be able to see that.
Fantastic.
They might not get as much as, yes. Sorry, I said it might not get as much returns as fintech yet, but we're going somewhere.
Indeed. And so, what is the as far as the market is concerned? Is it made because the population is big? Lots of women that use this stuff. Is it young adults, older women? Who are the biggest customers, so to speak? As if you can divide it into age groups or so.
So I always say the Zaron brand is products made for the woman of color by the woman of color. So any woman of color in Africa, outside Africa, globally, it's a client of Zaron, can use our products. So any woman of color, precisely, it works for the younger adults, it also works for the older adults. My mother and her friends, they use Zaron. I have teenage daughters, they use Zaron. So it's just for the woman of color. Anybody that has a brown skin can use. In fact, we say Zaron is also for Asians because they're women of color. So it just ranges. We try to create products for every woman of color. So that's the demographic that we positioned in.
All right. Now, before we came to you, we just talked about the U.S. Actress and singer Jennifer Lopez just kicking off our own skincare line. I think Rihanna was the last person, at least a minority to do it of color before she was. Here in Nigeria, I don't know. I mean, again, correct me if I'm wrong here. As far as the celebrities, we don't really see that happening here. What is that? I mean, is that just a matter of choice, or it's something for entrepreneurs? How come it's not mirrored? If you can, so we run out of time. About 30 seconds, if you can.
I think celebrities are just too busy to do this for now, because what happens with the J-Lo and the Rihannas and the Kylie Jenner is that they work with partners. They work with the people that understand and have the know-how to do such businesses. Celebrities don't have time to run these businesses. They just use their platform to brand the products. So when our celebrities are ready, let them come to Zaron Cosmetics and we'll make them look good.
All right. Founder, CEO of Zaron Cosmetics, Oke Maduewesi, thank you so much for joining us to talk about the cosmetics industry.
Thank you for having me.